Trump overnight speaking at a packed rally in New Hampshire where many attendees were not wearing masks, referring to protesters as thugs, anarchists, and looters. ABC's Rachel Scott is in Washington with this story. Good morning to you, Rachel.
Eva, good morning. President Trump is fresh off of accepting the Republican nomination, making his return to the campaign trail, railing against protesters on the same day that thousands marched on Washington demanding for racial equality. Overnight, President Trump publicly weighing in over the shooting of Jacob Blake for the first time.
It was not a good sight. I didn't like the sight of it, certainly, and I think most people would agree with that.
Earlier, the president packing in another largely unmasked crowd of supporters for the second night in a row. In New Hampshire, promising to restore law and order, his campaign passing out peaceful protester signs to supporters.
We are all that stand between the American people and the left-wing mob.
Back in Washington, thousands marched on the nation's capital calling for racial equality. Democratic vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris honoring civil rights leaders of the past.
Today, we have an opportunity to make history right here and right now. Let's march on in the name of our ancestors and in the name of our children and grandchildren.
And while demonstrators chanted the names of black lives taken at the hands of police, the president insisted protesters around the country were just looking for trouble.
Has nothing to do with George Floyd. They don't even know who George Floyd is.
Rushing to the defense of Republican Senator Rand Paul, 24 hours after police escorted him through a rowdy crowd of demonstrators outside the White House.
Here's a U.S. Senator walking outside, and those 4 policemen should be brought over to the White House, and we ought to give them a medal of some kind.
And the president returned back to the White House late last night. Today, he will head to Louisiana and Texas to survey the damage in the aftermath of Hurricane Laura.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.